Free market have these characteristics: free cooperative, peaceful process, free choose your work, free to be invest, free to be entrepreneur, free to create capital formation, free to earn profit, free to complete, free to buy, own, use and sell property, free to set the price. When the person have these characteristics, or the I am not saying the person, when the market have these characteristics, then we can say that it is a free market. Or in the simple words, you can understand, when the entrepreneur is free to enter and exit, when anybody is allowed to enter in the market or exit from the market, it is known as the free market, where investors are free to invest in the market. Nowadays in India, India is calling the investor from outside the country, or we can say that the inside the country, who want to invest. This is now the India is becoming free market. Make in India. It is the campaign which has been launched by our Honorable Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi. He said that the production which you are doing in the market should be of your country. You should be job creator, not a job taker. You should have that you can provide the job more than one people. You can set up your small scale industry. The government is also providing the loan for it. The government is also providing for the different schemes for that, by which the person can invest. If the person get more invest, then the production capacity of the country or the market will increase. If the production capacity of the country or the market will increase, then the production of the people will get more employment. If the people will get employment, the GDP of the country will increase. If the GDP of the country will increase, then we can say that then many of the things which is we can say that of the country will get increased. The economy will get increased. The people will get employment. These all are benefits of the free market or open market. A market economy answer the basic economic question through the coming together to buyers and sellers in the marketplace, where buyer and seller are free. They have no restriction to enter in the market. It is known as free market or open market. There are so much benefits. They have the wider choice. People have the wider choice. People have more demanding. People have there is no monopoly in the market. There is the monopolistic competition in the market. People are ready to exchange their goods. There is no price maker in the market. So these are some advantages of the open market. New innovation of the technologies take place. I am the Indian, and India has adopted a globalization in 1991. Then Dr. Manmohan Singh was the finance minister at that time. He introduced the new economic policy in 1991, that is known as NEP and LPG, liberalization, privatization, globalization. So we are talking about the globalization. Globalization means to interlink the economy with the rest of the world. When we interlink the economy of one country with another country, or we allow the country that you can do the trade with another country, is known as globalization. Now what are the advantages of globalization? There are so much different advantages of the globalization. Like, you are free to enter in the market and you are free to exit from the market. You have different ways by which you can enter in the market, you can exit in the market. So with the help of this LPG policy or NEP 1991, we can say that it given the booster dose to the Indian economy. Now what are the advantages of LPG? There is large number of sellers and large number of buyers in the market, which we have studied in the free market. Anybody come in the market and anybody can go out from the market. Everybody is free and everybody anybody can enter and exit from the market. There is no restriction. There is not anything. So now we study about a command economy has the most governance regulation. A market economy has the least governance regulation. So there is the difference between command economy and the market economy. Command economy, when the economy is run by the single person. Market economy is that economy when the person is free to enter and exit in the market. He should not, he have to not depend in any of the particular person. He have to not depend in any of another thing. He is the free, he is independent, he have right to enter in the market, he have right to exit from the market. Economic freedom, business markets quality, spirit, profitability, self-life. These are the things. Economic freedom is the ability to make the choice that affect your economic well-being. When you are free to choice, then you have the choice that you can buy anything. Then you have the choice, you can enter in the market. When you have the choice, you can exit from the market. That is known as the economic freedom. Means you are not restricted by any government policy, nor by any entrepreneur policy, and not by any another policy. You have freedom to enter in the market and you have freedom to exit from the market. Compared to the 10 years ago, do you think American today have Rockefeller Foundation American Works Survey Feb 2007? It was the survey which has been done by the Rockefeller Foundation American Worker. According to this survey, 65% less economic security, 16% about the same security, 19% more economic security. Every person who are living in a country, he want that he should secure in his country. If he is in a country, then there should be some guarantee for the security, that he is secure. He can invest, or we can say that there is no threat which take place with him. Economic security is a protection from adverse the economic effect. The different rules has been made by the government, or we can say that there are different policies has been made by the government related to the economic problems, economic services, economic security. What happened for that? It is because, why it happened? It is because he want freedom in the country. If it want freedom, he want freedom of investment. He want freedom of entry in the market. He want freedom of exit in the market. And if he is investing in the country, then he wants some relation in the tax. Not taking the so long example, I am giving the example of year 2000 when Uttarakhand was separated from Uttar Pradesh. Then there was minister, I think chief minister, which I am not confirmed, N.D. Tiwari. What he done? He established small industry in Rudrapur and Haldwani. He want that the industry should settle and the people should get employment opportunity and the economy of the Uttarakhand should increase. Why? Because Uttarakhand is the small state, not a big state. Only 5 Lok Sabha seats are present there. So he has given a deal to the industry that if they want to establish, they can establish. They are tax free. They are tax free. There is not any type of the tax which they have to implemented by them. Wealth and poverty. What is poverty? Poverty is a situation when the person is unable to satisfy their basic needs such as food, shelter and clothes, or we can say that they are unable to survive in the market. Economic equity is the knowledge that everyone has a chance to achieve their economic goals. Money. What is money? Money is a medium of exchange. Every person wants money. We all are doing everything for money. We are doing the job for money. We are getting the salary. We are doing business for money. Everything we are running the organization for money. We are running the factory for money. We are running the industry for money. Everything want money. Economic growth is the ability to make yourself better off in life, possess more material goods. Economic efficiency is the vice of the economic resources. What is economic resource? The main economic resource is money. Without money, we cannot, calculate the economic problems or the economic things. So it is the main source of the economy. This is India. Economic stability is knowing that prices and employment are not going to change drastically. Ec- Economy depend on two things: price, demand. Sorry, not price. Demand and supply. Demand and supply only can be fulfilled with the goods, and you all know that there is the inverse relationship between demand and supply of the commodity. If the demand increase, supply decrease. If the supply increase, demand decrease. At starting, I have given you the example of the onion, that last year the the production of the onion had got down and the price of the onion has been increased. Why? Because production is down. Production is down, but the demand remains same. Demand remains same, then the capacity to control the demand is very typical. So that's why the price of the onion has been increased. Or 2-3 years before, it also happened with lemon. The quantity or the production of lemon has been decreased, and the price of the lemon was so much increased. So it also has taken place. A public service or the goods are service or the goods that are paid and consumed collectively. The government provide them because they are generally not profitable to produce in the private sector. There are the two types of bank. Number first is I am explaining you with the help of the short example or with the help of the recent example. You know, at 2000, I think 16, the government have taken the step of the demonetization. The government has cancelled the legal tender of the rupees 500 and 1000 rupees notes. Then what happened? Then there are the two types of bank, public bank and private bank.